Solving a 5 by 5 by 5 Rubik's Cube is significantly more complex than a 3 by 3 by 3, requiring a deeper understanding of reduction methods. There's no single universally agreed upon best method, as different solvers prefer different approaches. However, the general strategy involves reducing the 5 by 5 to a 3 by 3 state, then solving the 3 by 3 using standard methods. Here's a breakdown of the common steps, focusing on the reduction process. Step 1. Centerpieces. The first step is to solve the centerpieces. Unlike the 3 by 3 by 3, the 5 by 5 by 5 has edge pieces that need to be oriented correctly before pairing them with their edge pieces. This is usually done intuitively, focusing on getting the centers solved first and then pairing the edges together. The centers are relatively easy to solve. Step 2. Edge pairing. This is where the complexity begins. You'll need to pair up the edge pieces. There are various algorithms and techniques for this part, often involving sequences of moves to bring matching edge pieces together. This step is iterative and requires practice and memorization of algorithms. Many solvers use intuitive methods rather than strict algorithms here, focusing on bringing edges together visually. Step 3. Reduction to 3 by 3 by 3. Once all the edge pieces are paired, the cube is effectively reduced to a 3 by 3 by 3 structure. This means the outer layers of the 5 by 5 by 5 now behave like a standard 3 by 3 by 3 cube. This is done by treating the paired edges as if they were single pieces. Step 4. Solving the 3 by 3. At this point, you can use any standard 3 by 3 by 3 Rubik's Cube solving method, beginner's method, CFOP, RU, etc. You're now solving a 3 by 3 by 3 cube embedded within the 5 by 5 by 5. Step 5. Last layer, optional. Some methods may require additional steps to solve the last layer perfectly after reducing and solving the 3 by 3 by 3 core. This is because some methods might leave minor imperfections in the last layer during the reduction process. Algorithms and resources. There's no single set of algorithms to cover all aspects of a 5 by 5 by 5 solve. You'll need to research and learn algorithms and techniques specific to edge pairing and reduction. Websites and YouTube channels dedicated to speed cubing are excellent resources for learning algorithms and strategies. Search for 5 by 5 by 5 Rubik's Cube tutorial or 5 by 5 by 5 reduction methods on YouTube for visual demonstrations. Key considerations. Practice. Solving a 5 by 5 by 5 requires significant practice. Don't get discouraged if you don't solve it quickly at first. Algorithms. Mastering algorithms for edge pairing and reduction is crucial for efficient solving. Visualization. Good spatial reasoning and visualization skills are essential. Method choice. Experiment with different methods to find what suits your learning style and preferences. This explanation provides a general overview. The specifics of each step depend heavily on the chosen solving method. Remember to break down the process into manageable chunks and focus on mastering each step before moving on. Imagine a 5 by 5 by 5 Rubik's Cube. It's a beast compared to the classic 3 by 3 by 3, right? Solving it isn't just about brute force, it's about strategy. Think of it like this. Step 1. Building the foundation first. You solve the centerpieces of each face. It's like laying the foundation of a house, getting the core structure in place. This is relatively easy, just like the 3 by 3 by 3. Step 2. Pairing the edges. This is where things get tricky. You need to pair up the edge pieces that belong together. It's like matching socks, but way more complicated. There are different ways to do this. Some involve algorithms, others are more intuitive. Think of it as finding the right tools for the job. Step 3. The big reduction. Once all the edges are paired, you've essentially reduced the 5 by 5 by 5 to a 3 by 3 by 3. The paired edges act like single pieces. It's like taking a big puzzle and making it smaller, more manageable. Step 4. The 3 by 3 by 3 power now comes the part where your 3 by 3 by 3 skills kick in. You're solving the core 3 by 3 by 3 using your favorite method, whether it's the beginner's method, CF up, or something else. This is where your 3 by 3 by 3 practice pays off. It's like putting the finishing touches on your house. Step 5. Final touches. Sometimes. Depending on how you reduce the cube, you might need to do some minor adjustments to the last layer. It's like making sure everything is perfectly aligned. So, the 3 by 3 by 3 method is like the engine that drives your 5 by 5 by 5 solve. The better you are at it, the faster and more efficient your 5 by 5 by 5 solve will be. It's like having a powerful engine in your car. It makes the journey smoother and quicker. Think of it this way. Even if you're a master at pairing edges, if you're slow at solving the 3 by 3 by 3, your 5 by 5 by 5 solve will suffer. So, practice your 3 by 3 by 3 skills, and you'll be well on your way to conquering the 5 by 5 by 5. The Rubik's Cube, beyond being a fun puzzle, offers surprising benefits. Brain boost. It sharpens problem-solving skills, spatial reasoning, and memory. You're constantly analyzing patterns, strategizing moves, and remembering algorithms. Focus and concentration. Solving a cube demands focus and concentration. It helps train your mind to stay engaged and ignore distractions. Patience and persistence. Solving a cube, especially a challenging one, requires patience and persistence. You learn to persevere even when faced with setbacks. Logical thinking. The cube encourages logical thinking and deductive reasoning. You learn to break down complex problems into smaller steps and find solutions systematically. Stress relief. The repetitive movements and focus required can be therapeutic, offering a break from daily stress. It's like a mini meditation session. Creativity and innovation. While solving a cube follows rules, there's room for creativity in finding efficient solutions and experimenting with different methods. Social connection. It's a great conversation starter and a way to connect with others who share the passion for the cube. There's a whole community of speed cubers and enthusiasts.